it out?
Yeah.
Okay. So then are you good friends with Desiree then?
Oh my gosh, I met Desiree last year when I competed at Miss New York, and she was my role model throughout the entire thing. It was my first time competing, so I wasn't very familiar with what to expect, and she was incredible. She was so sweet, and it was my friend Cassie Paradise and I. It was our first year, and we kind of clung to Desiree.
Good.
Okay, she's on.
That's Carrie Underwood on WYRK, All-American Girl, 742. Good morning from Clay, Dale, and Liz. Kind of fitting we come out of that song right there from Carrie Underwood because we have a special guest with us today.
Yeah, we're joined by royalty this morning, Miss Buffalo, Baylee SImpson, and we just found out just a few minutes ago you're from Brockport. And my first question would have been, do you have to be or would you have to be a resident of the city within the city limits to be Miss Buffalo?
Right, that's not exactly the case. I've gotten that question a lot. So with the Miss America organization, it all depends on where you live, work, or go to school. So since I go to school in Brockport, the local organization sets the parameters on who they want to accept for the pageant. So it went all the way to Monroe County. So I qualified because I've been going to school in Brockport for the last 4 years.
So you're Miss Western New York.
Basically Miss Western New York.
So can Miss Buffalo reign 2 years in a row?
No. So what happens is you have your crown for 1 year, and then the next year you have to give it up. But then you can always come back the year after, but not 2 consecutive years in a row.
What's the minimum age?
Minimum age is you can't be older than 25 for the Miss America
That wasn't the question. What's the minimum age?
Oh, minimum age. I was thinking maximum.
Welcome to the studio.
I usually that's the maximum. It's 18. You have to be at least 18 or senior in high school.
You guys want to take over?
Yeah, maybe.
Sure.
I was listening to the radio on the way here, and I did hear you say she doesn't know what she's in for.
She doesn't.
Yeah.
I heard that.
We didn't know if maybe you had talked to Desiree because Desiree was in the studio last year,
Really?
and normally when we have guests in the studio, from news stations and media, we to do something that may or may not embarrass them, put them up to a challenge or not. But normally we have a little backstory on them. We didn't know too much about you, but we did put something together, I think. And you kind of witnessed a little bit right there. Dale's kind of the interrogator.
Yeah, normally you're asked maybe a handful of questions during the pageant, but we do this thing with Dale called the Musen Minute, where he just fires away questions for 60 seconds.
I'm disappointed she's not wearing a crown. She's wearing a sash.
I
You got a crown?
Oh,
Put it on.
Okay, I'll put it on.
We are live streaming right
I
now,
had
by
no
the way.
idea, so great.
So, all right, before we get to that, though, I have a question.
Yeah.
We're talking to new Miss Buffalo. It's Baylee SImpson. She was crowned on Sunday. Are you a country fan or just today?
No, I swear I am a country fan. You could ask any of my friends, and I'm the sore thumb in my family. I stick out because my sister likes R&B, my brother likes hip hop, and then all of a sudden I'm here listening to country. So it's definitely my favorite.
Who's your favorite artist?
Luke Bryan.
What's the last country concert you went to?
I went to Luke Bryan at
Oh.
SPAC. At SPAC.
Oh, it's back.
Okay.
Great place for a show.
It was great.
Do we want to wait to do the
Yeah.
Musen Minute?
Why don't we hold off on that? We got to get to traffic here in a few minutes. She's getting her crown prepared. I don't know if it's going to fit under the headphones. But,
It'll be interesting how we have to do that.
and we've got more with Miss Buffalo, Baylee SImpson next. Oops, I got to leave the
Got my
microphones up.
crown.
Don't I? Microphones are up. Sorry. I slid the microphones down, so sorry. Because we're still on the stream, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We have 3 minutes, Liz, and then you.
Okay.
So is that the only crown, or do you keep that crown forever?
No, you get a new crown each title. So I held a title last year, so this is my second crown.
But you
That's
have to
awesome.
give it back, right?
I don't have to give it back.
Oh.
No, I keep it.
Oh.
That is so cool.
So on TV, when we see them taking off the crown off of their head and put it on, that's false. They're lying to us.
I mean, I don't know what other pageants they might do that in, but they definitely don't do that in Miss America. They usually don't. If you're crowning someone, you don't wear your crown, but you don't have to take it off of your head and give it to anybody. You place the new one on their head.
Oh, no, I knew that. I knew
know.
that.
It does kind of seem like I
knew
think
that.
that's what they showed in movies. Or
Yeah.
something, that you have to take your own crown off and give to someone.
The woman who crowned you was Miss America 93?
Yes,
That's
Leanza.
awesome.
It was a really incredible experience. We talked to her a lot throughout the weekend, and she had really funny stories about her time with Miss America, and she kind of walked into pageants the same way I did. I just did it because my mom told me it would be a great scholarship opportunity, and then all of a sudden I was like, hey, I'm kind of good at this, so I kept going, and then
that's great.
Here I am.
And here you are
Yeah.
in downtown Buffalo.
In downtown Buffalo.
1 minute, Liz. Okay, yeah, we'll she'll do traffic, we'll do a song, and then we'll come back on with you.
Great.
Dale's preparing his
Dale's
questions,
preparing
everyone.
more.
Oh gosh.
We told Dale that when you walked in, he wasn't allowed to talk to you because he can't help himself. He just does these rapid fire questions.
Yeah.
He wants to know everything about the person he's talking to within like the first 30 seconds.
No, that's great.
So we're like, you can't talk to her.
What is your field of study at Brockport?
I'm a double major in dance and exercise science.
So
Oh,
dance
okay.
obviously must have been your
Talent.
Talent,
Yes, I did
yeah.
ballet, pointe, so it's like dancing on your toes.
Ooh.
ooh.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I dance on everybody else's toes. Hey,
Hey.
hey. 15
Your
seconds.
talent would have shtick.
Shtick, yeah. One-liners. If it was on a Wednesday, it'd be perfect. Worst joke Wednesday. All right, stand by.
You will run fast on the fast on one roof.
747 traffic from H&R Block. It's fun season and nobody gets you more than Block guaranteed. Visit hrblock.com to make an appointment today. Traffic also from Advanced Auto Parts. Wondering if your battery is on its way out? Stop by Advanced and they'll test it for you free of charge at Advanced Auto Parts. Things starting to slow down a little bit. Not too much, though, on the mainline throughway after the 190 on up towards William. Then it kind of clears up till you get to the 33 and head for that 290 split. Then you'll see some slower moving traffic there. 190 south from 290 split down to about Ontario and then around the Skidjack, a little slow there too. Not too bad though. I'm Liz Mantel, WIRK Traffic.
Oh, Miss Buffalo 2016 is in with us next, and Dale has the Musen Minutes. Going to fire away some questions. Hope she's ready. It's next after Lee Bryce on WIRK.
Now, is there a time frame that I have to answer these questions? So basically, like answer in
Answer.
3 seconds. Or
Yeah.
something.
Just
Okay.
quick, yeah.
We're gonna give you a whole. Well, Dale gets the whole minute to ask the questions.
Right.
So
But
whatever we can.
There
fit in
might be a
minute.
way to get around this. I mean, if I ask you one question and you take a long time to answer it, that just eats up the minute.
Right. But it's not as fun. If I try
Exactly.
to. Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
That'll be fun.
And Dale might even start cutting you
Dale,
off
when
so
the
he can
music
get his next
starts,
question in.
that's when you start. Okay,
All right.
so that way I can follow the clock.
Yeah.
Countdown. How many contestants were there on Sunday?
15.
Was that Buff State?
Yep.
That's great.
Beautiful stage. Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, that's a nice place.
Yeah,
that is a really
it's
nice place. We should have had some more coffee ready. I forgot to
I
pick
know.
up extra.
We're horrible. We're horrible hosts. We apologize.
Oh, no, it's fine. I don't drink coffee.
See, I knew that. Okay,
that's
that's.
totally fine.
Do you hang photos? Because we got to hang some photos.
Yeah. Can that be a talent?
Yeah,
Sure.
we have all these pictures and everything that got to be hung up.
We just
Yeah.
painted our studio.
It looks very nice. I like the colors.
This is called Favorite Jeans, right?
Favorite
It's the color of the studio.
Favorite jeans?
Favorite jeans. Yep.
Nice.
Dale's being quiet. He's afraid
I
to ask
know.
a question.
I know.
He doesn't want to use up
He's-
his questions.
Look at the grin.
You can just see he's like,
He's so
oh,
quiet.
let me ask a question.
I always have questions.
Do you have brothers and sisters?
I do. I'm the middle of 5.
Oh, no
I have
kidding.
Older brother, older sister, then younger brother, younger sister.
Oh, okay.
Anybody else in pageanting? Is that what you call it, pageanting?
Yeah, I guess we could totally call it. No, I mean, my little sister is 9 years old, so she's not old enough yet, and I don't really want her to do the
Take the
toddler
title.
stuff.
Okay, we understand.
We get
There's a lot of
competition right now,
competition.
She's
Families
too
are
old
tough.
for toddlers and tiaras.
Yeah, that was a real show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We don't.
He's dying over it.
I know.
He's dying.
He's got a million questions.
I know.
No, it got me into trouble one time. I remember I was in second grade.
Oh boy.
And I raised my hand. I said, her name, Miss Whitehill. Miss Whitehill, I said, there's a Pepsi truck outside. Are we getting a Pepsi machine here in the school? She got so mad.
Really?
Because I disrupted her her lesson, but I just was so distracted by the Pepsi machine.
I just had to
By a
ask
Pepsi
it.
truck.
I had to ask it.
That's amazing.
But what? Wait, what? What does that have to do?
With pageanting?
No. With asking questions.
Oh.
I asked questions.
It was during a contest.
Connect the tots.
That's Lee Bryce on WYRK. That don't sound like you. 7:51. Good morning. I'm Clay Moden with Dale Musson and Liz Mantel. Try to compose yourself, Dale. You got a job to do here. We're joined by Baylee SImpson. She is Miss Buffalo 2016. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me today.
Yeah, we do a thing called the Musson Minute because if you're watching on the live stream right now, you just saw that Dale cannot wait to ask you any questions. So we made him wait. And when the music starts, Dale, you get a minute to ask her as many questions as you want.
That
all right?
obviously is not enough time, but we'll do the best we can.
Now, Baylee, you can answer as slowly, take as much, whatever you want to do, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. You ready, Dale?
Yeah.
And go.
All right. What was your talent?
Point dancing,
What was the most unusual talent among all the contestants?
nail art.
Do you aspire to be a Miss New York State?
Yes, Miss America.
Do you have to wear a crown and your sash at all public events?
Yes.
What's your best quality?
Oh, my personality.
And also eye contact, I'll say. Yes,
Thank
you make
you.
good eye contact. Other than the title, what else did you win?
They don't give out any other awards besides fourth runner-up to the winner.
30 seconds.
You live in Brockport. What's the one thing you must do if you ever visit Brockport?
Ooh, go get a slice of Perry's pizza or walk the canal. So get a slice of pizza and then walk the Erie Canal.
I'm basically done. Really,
What?
those
Oh.
were good answers.
That's
I
all
love
you
it.
have, Dale?
That's basically it.
12 seconds.
I'll have more. But, I'm
7.
good for
You're
now.
done. This
6.
is it.
I'm done.
You don't have any more time after
You
this.
did very well.
Oh,
Excellent.
All right. For the rest of the time that you're in here, Dale is not allowed to talk to you.
That's a minute.
You can't ask questions
No.
anymore, Dale. You're done.
that's funny. I think.
Do you have any questions for Dale? How about that? Now that might be interesting.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Hold on a second. We've just stumbled on something else. We're coming back with that. We'll give you 30 seconds, all right? We'll cut it in half, and that is next. All right. We'll give you a minute and 10 to think about it, okay?
That's all you had, Dale?
Really, she did well. I thought she was going to be more expansive on those. So I thought that would be too many. I didn't think I'd get to them all.
Put you on the
Really?
spot now.
Yeah.
All right? You can ask him anything.
Oh my
Please.
goodness. I don't even know serious questions.
Have you ever
It would probably just be
have you ever heard of the
silly.
station, or-
I probably scanned through, flipping through, but I recognize the WYRK when you messaged me right away. But
Oh, good,
Yeah.
good. Okay.
I don't get it, and I don't know if I really reach it in Brockport. And I don't drive that much in Brockport.
45
so I'm always
seconds.
walking to class. Oh, geez, I have to start thinking of some questions. Hold on.
Did they ask you some hard questions?
They do. They get.
Do you remember what they asked you?
Yeah.
Why don't
Okay,
you
let's
just-
go. We can go with that too.
Just, yeah.
Do what you want. Well, 30 seconds will go by quick.
Oh,
and then
maybe
we'll-
I'll do a pageant interview for you then.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Now we're
Dale,
talking.
let's see if Dale can get a tiara.
You want to wear it, don't you?
Tiara? Sure, I'll
Let's
wear
see
it.
if Dale get a tiara.
Sure, I'll wear it. I'll wear it.
Yeah.
I saw the Seinfeld episode yesterday. Reminded me of you when George left all those messages on the answering machine, and he had to like get in there because she didn't check her messages yet. Do you remember that episode at all? Stand by. Forget I brought it up. Here we go. 7:55 at WYRK. We are joined by Miss Buffalo 2016, Baylee SImpson, and we gave her some time to think of some questions. We'll give you 30 seconds to ask Dale some questions, okay?
Yeah.
Ready? Hang on a second. Go.
If you were part of the Miss America organization, what would be your platform?
Oh.
My platform?
So something you care about.
Sports. Bill
Sports.
Sabers, yes.
Bills and the Sabres.
Yes, winning a championship. One of them will win a championship before I die, and I'm not so sure that's going to happen.
So what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a professional radio announcer when I grow up.
There's 30 seconds.
Wait,
That was it. Come on.
Dale,
Well, you
I
took
want
up half of
here's
it.
what I want you to expand on, Dale. What was your platform, Baylee?
Oh, mine was. It's called the Create Initiative. So CREATE is an acronym for Constituting Resources for Engagement in the Arts Together Through Education.
What did she say?
Okay.
So long word, long phrase. It's implementing arts education programs into struggling school districts.
Oh, that's amazing. All right.
Yeah.
Let's expand on yours, Dale. So your platform would be the Bills and the Sabres, one of them winning a championship.
Yeah.
That's what you would go. How would you achieve that?
Um,
I mean, really, that was
griping about it as often as I can on the air.
you already won.
He's done it for 30 years.
Yeah.
No championship yet. All right. Well, we've got more with Baylee SImpson coming up. Remember, we are streaming this live. You can check out what's going on in the studio behind the scenes, WYRK.com. Here's Eli Young.
That's funny.
My platform would be them winning.
If I win, they.
His talent is just ranting.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Ranting while drinking a Pepsi.
Oh, that's funny.
We'll do a couple more breaks with you. We'll ask you what they, kind of questions they ask you and
Sure.
what you might do with the scholarships. The scholarship money goes to you.
Yes, you get it at the end of your year. It's almost like an insurance policy to make sure that you stay Miss Buffalo for the entire year and withholds what they want.
So then
to
does
do.
it have to go towards schooling? Or
It does. It has to go directly to school. So it either you send them a college bill, or right now I have tons of loans, so they go right to my.
Okay.
loans.
So maybe if Desiree had loan, because that was our question, because she's obviously a career woman already.
Right.
Okay.
And it'll either go to her loans, or if she plans to, it'll stay in. If she plans to go to a graduate school or something like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how many events are you required to go to?
It depends on the organization. Last year I went to tons of events. I was since mine is arts education, I was at tons of elementary schools all year, and I probably spent about 50 to almost 100 hours throughout the entire year talking to students. But
how much lead time do you get on some of these events? They can't just call you up in the morning and say, "Hey, Baylee, we need you to be over, down in West Seneca."
Yeah, it depends. When I'm at school, I need obviously maybe a couple weeks in advance to figure out travel arrangements and schedule wise. But when I'm home from school, like over the summer, they would call me a couple days before, and we could organize something.
So if it's through the organization, like, obviously you had somewhere to stay here, but did they pay for that? Like if you have to travel all over Western New York to do appearances, did they pay for your travel?
No, it's all about, for the local organization, you pay for your own travel basically, unless it's a mandatory event. So on April 9th and the 10th, I'll be driving to Saratoga Springs for our Miss New York orientation, but the local Buffalo organization board will pay for that because it's mandatory for me to go.
So it's more than just a time commitment.
Right. Yes.
Got another song here.
But then you have the scholarship money that takes some of that away. Well, not necessarily, but it's kind of an exchange in
Evens
that
it
sense.
out.
But
Yeah.
we all love doing it, and you kind of know what you're signing up for.
So this is a one-day event in which you compete?
The Miss New York State is actually a week. So yeah, the orientation is just a weekend. So that's kind of getting to know all the girls in April, and you get a ton of information for the state. And then at the end of May, it's May 24th to the 29th. I'll be down in Staten Island competing for Miss New York.
That's
it's a
great.
3-day pageant. So you have 2 preliminaries, which the judges see, and then they knock it down to the top 10 for the final day.
What would you change about this past pageant you were in? Is there anything you'd be like, that's got to change?
Like what, am I performance-wise?
Or no,
just
like the whole setup, like the day. Is there anything that?
Oh yeah, locals can definitely be tricky because people are coming from all over. So we had multiple days during the week during rehearsal, which was fine. But then they split it up into 2 days. So the interview was on Saturday, and then the pageant was on Sunday, and then you rehearsed till 10 p.m. Friday night, and then I drove back to Brockport, and then I had to be up at 6 a.m. to drive back to my interview on Saturday. So that'd be the one thing I would change. I probably would have stayed in Buffalo, but I was like, it's
3
just
minutes.
an hour drive. So
Right down to 90.
yeah, it's fairly simple, but it was a late drive and then early waking up in the morning. So that's the one thing I probably would have changed, but all the other girls didn't really have that much of a problem. I know that they were pretty tired too, but it's all worth it at the end of the day. That's for sure.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. It's nice having it separated in 2 days, but at the same time, that's when it can get tricky.
2 minutes.
Do you have more questions now?
Well, I mean,
You've already asked
from
more.
Brockport, what route do you take? You take the 490 to the 90?
490.
And where do you enter the
Something
490?
33. 33.
Oh, that's Genesee, isn't it?
Huh?
Is there 33 Genesee?
No, she's taking the 90 to the Kensington.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I GPS it, so do what it tells me. I'm pretty sure something.
But from
490.
Brockport, where do you enter the 490?
Off of something 33.
Oh, in Brockport.
Yeah.
That's 33 there too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure
Yeah.
does,
Okay.
Magellan over here.
That's fine.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that's the 33 too.
Yeah.
So when you took the Kensington Expressway, that expressway you came, that's the 33 too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Hopped on right there and then took me to 490. I mean, obviously I stayed here last night, so then I just got right back on.
Oh, I thought you said you came from Brockport today.
No.
Last night, but today, that's what I did for the pageant. I drove back and forth, but since I had to be here earlier today, I figured I would stay in Buffalo with one of my friends at their
good
house.
idea.
So,
This picture right here, are those roses they give you?
oh my gosh, they gave me so many roses. They were gorgeous. Yeah, I think it was 24.
That's great.
Yeah,
2 dozen roses.
So heavy. That was really sweet. That's so funny. I think I answered those questions so fast because in interview they try to kind of rapid fire you questions as well.
Right.
But I'm not
She's a
used
veteran.
to. Right, but here they were a lot. They're simpler than what I would expect at an interview. So I'm so used to be like, got it.
Maybe we
So
should have
that's
asked
funny.
her the combine questions.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
The questions
NFL
that
Combine.
that they ask the players that are at the NFL, the new
Really?
recruits for the
Yeah.
NFL. Ask them some absurd questions.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea. I know that one of my friends went down. I haven't got to speak to him yet. He plays football at Brockport. He went down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know how it went. I haven't spoken to him, but
Can you just show up, Dale, or do you have to have an agent when you go to the
I
combine?
think you have to be
I
invited.
think you have to be invited. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So if you're invited, that's a good thing.
That's a
Right.
really
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's a
That
huge
means you got
step
some
just to
potential.
even be invited.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh, that's great. All right, stand by.
I think he's from
seconds.
Buffalo. Maybe I could text him to find out. I'll have his number.
Today's Country 106.5 WYRK. It's Frankie Ballard. It all started with a beer. 8:03 with Clay, Dale, and Liz. 25 degrees this afternoon. It's 18 in Buffalo. 50s, 60s, and possibly 70s by the middle of next week. And with us in studio this morning and on our live stream, WYRK.com is Miss Buffalo 2016, Baylee SImpson. Again, thanks for coming in so early with us today.
Thank you for having me here.
When you were at the competition, getting ready for it, the rehearsals and everything, do you size up the competition? Do you look at the others and say, I got to beat that girl? That's the girl to beat right now. Is that how that goes?
I would have to say through the Miss America organization, we're not extremely competitive against each other. We're definitely more of a unit. But I mean, when you're watching each other, you definitely recognize when someone has an incredible talent. The talent was really, really great this past year, and it was an incredible group of women. It had to be extremely tough for the judges to even make a decision. So you definitely sit there watching during rehearsals, like, man, maybe I need to practice a couple more times before I get up on that stage.
So there's no tension? There's no...
Not, I mean, when you get to the state level, I think
Then it's different. Then it's cutthroat.
Yeah.
It's not too cutthroat, but you definitely feel a little bit more pressure for sure, because then you're competing with all the top women from across the state.
But then when you get to Miss America,
And then
That's when you
maybe
gotta
that's-
watch your
maybe
back.
that's- No, but you always talk about us calling each other sisters, because you really do form incredible bonds with the women that you meet. I'm still friends with tons of women who didn't make it to New York, but I've competed at local titles with them, and we all still keep in touch.
Excellent.
That's good.
I can't believe Dale's out of questions. Are you out of
Oh,
questions?
This is a first.
No, I mean, I had a number of questions lined up, but she was all prepared because those are the typical questions that you gets asked.
He wants to
Right.
wear the tiara.
We can do that. We can.
Is
make
that
happen.
allowed?
That's totally allowed.
Is that
Oh.
really? Is that in the rules?
We usually crown little girls a lot. So
Wait a minute.
Little girls and Dale mustn't.
Wait a minute.
Dale,
What are you looking at?
Oh, man.
we normally crown little girls.
I see a billboard coming. Welcome to Buffalo. Well, Baylee, thank you so much for coming in today.
thank you.
Yeah, we're going to get some photos up at WYRK.com. If you missed it, I'll never forget that moment
No.
because that is great right there. Good luck on the next. So what's your next competition. It's the Miss New York
Miss
competition.
New York competition. That's right. That happens at the end of May.
Good luck.
All
Good
right,
luck.
good luck.
so
Excellent.
much.
Representing Buffalo. It's 8:06. Wait till your referee buddies get a hold of that. That's classic. Here's the band Perry.